What's up, guys? This is Coach Grant with First Down Training, and today we're going to be breaking down Trevor Lawrence and his throwing mechanics. I think this is fitting, obviously, because he's going to be playing in the national championship in a couple weeks, and we're going to break down why his arm is so strong, a couple of the mechanic flaws that I can see, and a lot of the mechanical good, the positives that I could see. Okay, so let's get started with this video. And guys, if you're a quarterback and you want to improve your football IQ, you want to get better at recognizing coverages, understanding defenses, please check out that link in the description below. All right, let's get started. So this throw right here, he's going to be going three-step drop, reset to the left, hitting this slant, right? So let's watch it full speed, and then we're going to break it down. Reset. Now, when he resets, guys, he doesn't take a hitch. Now, yes, it's T-shirt, shorts. It's not a game-time environment, right? But we're talking about his mechanics today, okay? So anytime quarterbacks, that we're in a T-shirt and shorts environment, right? My bad, I meant to circle this. T-shirt and shorts environment where we're practicing, we're getting reps, we're building reps, right? We want to make everything as game realistic as possible, right? We don't want to be lazy with our reps, and that's exactly what he displays on this thing, or on this throw, right? So he takes this three-step drop, eyes here. Now, where his eyes are, his feet follow. We call that tying your feet to your eyes. You want to pretend there's a string going down from your eyes all the way down to your feet, and it's just attached. Now, you see his eyes come back to the left of the field. Where do his feet go? His feet follow. Tying your feet to your eyes. Wherever your eyes go, your feet follow. Now, when he's ready, set to throw, I want to talk about a couple of things, and this is a really good example. Very relaxed up here. I see a lot of quarterbacks that like to bow this elbow out, and they're very tense, and their traps are flexed almost. We want to relax these elbows, relax my traps, and have this ball ready to go in a nice, good location. Now, you see how he's holding this ball, right? He's keeping the nose down, but it's not straight down. It's at this almost a little bit of a tilt right here. Now, I see a lot of quarterbacks that keep the nose of this ball up, and when they take the ball back, the nose comes up, and then their wrist breaks, okay? So right now, we're talking about how he's holding this ball, holding it a little bit tilted to the right, nice relaxed position. It's not straight up and down, because if it was straight up and down, his elbow wouldn't be relaxed, right? We want to have a little bit of a tilt to it, nice and relaxed upper half. Now, when he drives to make this throw, you can see he's driving off this back leg. That's what starts the throw, driving off this inside arch right here. Now, when he drives, the ball goes back. Now, the ball gets to this L, right? This is a perfect L right here, okay? Now, like I've said before, there are many ways to throw a ball. You don't have to get to this perfect L every single time, but we're going to talk about why getting to this L is very efficient, because you can see he's at this L and his front foot's in the ground, right? He's not lifting this thing straight to 90. His back hip is what takes this ball to 90, right? So his back hip drives through, and now he's at 90 degrees, right? When you're at 90 degrees, you already want to be rotating through this throw, okay? You don't want to lift straight to 90 degrees. You want to get to this L angle, or somewhere maybe just a little bit above it. It doesn't have to be a perfect L, because I know that's unrealistic to think we got to get to that perfect L every time, but we can try. But somewhere in that range to where your hip drive takes you to this 90-degree angle right here. Now, you can see when he rotates through, he doesn't have any hiccup in his motion. The ball, what happens is when you reach right to 90 like this, the ball, when you drive your hip through, if your front foot isn't in the ground, it's going to dip back, and there's going to be a lot of stress on your shoulder, right? We want to get to this L, then right to this 90. This is honestly perfect mechanics, in my opinion. I really like this throw from him, and you can see how much rotational force he has on this ball and how much speed there is with his arm, and he's in that position of zero. His hips coming through first. The ball is trailing, right? They call that chasing the hip, and that's where we need to be. And then he rotates all the way through, and you can see how much pop it has just by the way the receiver's catching this thing. It's shooting him back. Let's watch it full speed one more time. Again, guys, couple things. Relax shoulders, how he's carrying the ball, get the front foot down fast, drive the back hip, get to that L, come straight to that 90 from the L, let your hip drive take you to the L. Here we go. Here, tie your feet to your eyes. Quick release, a lot of velocity on this throw. Okay, so now he's going to be throwing a bang 8 here. So what's a bang 8? A bang 8's a hard post under center. We're taking 5-step drops, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we're throwing on the 5th step. Okay, so we're going to talk about this bang 8 footwork. Okay, let's watch it full speed. Holding the safety with his eyes, hits that 5th step, hits this thing before the receiver gets to the hash. That's a really good throw here by Trevor Lawrence. So when he's dropping back, this kind of a drop right here is rhythm. Okay, we don't got to get a whole lot of depth, but we want to be quick. We want to be quick, and we want to be almost sudden with my feet. So you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That 4th, that 4th, and that 5th step, or if you're taking a 3-step drop, that 2nd and that 3rd step, the last 2 steps of your drop are violent, and it's like you're dropping an anchor out of a ship. You're getting yourself grounded in the ground, okay? So you see it. 4, 5, he's hitting that back leg, and now he's driving. Now, right when he hits that back leg, what's happening? Taking these shoulders back, getting these hips going forward, driving off the inside portion of his back foot right. I know we're not seeing his hips here, but we can tell the rhythm of his feet. 3, 4, 5. Gets him set. Now, This is one where Trevor Lawrence has been known. He fixed it in college. This is right before he got to college, having a little bit of a wild elbow and a longer release. A wild elbow is where we dip this ball, and this elbow tends to come up, and it makes our release look pretty long. But honestly, if you watch him now in his second year at Clemson, he has fixed that. He doesn't have that problem anymore. His release is a lot quicker, which is a testament to how hard he works, right? So hits that fifth step driving. Now again though, even when he has a little bit longer release, you could tell that front foot's in the ground, and you could tell just by his leg that he's got a slight bend in that front leg. He's in this L angle right now, and now this back hip, what's his back hip going to do? It's going to take him right to that 90 degree. Right now, we're going to talk about his left arm. If he were to swing this left arm outside of his frame, he would have no torque. Okay, I want you guys to try it. When you are warming up, you want to make some throws. Try to keep this left arm somewhere in front of your face. Okay, somewhere in front of your face so it has that like coil effect almost, where it's like a bow and arrow, right? So we could have some torque. And then I want you to try some where you swing your elbow down outside of your frame because you think you're rotating. You're not going to have as much velocity. You're not going to have as much control. You're not going to have as much torque, right? So that left arm, keeping it tight to your body, is very important, right? So now, you could see even on the finish, a lot of quarterbacks will let this elbow swing through. He keeps this nice and tight to his body. Keeps that left hand somewhere in front of his face because that's how you keep torque. And you can see his hips coming through first, ball is trailing. That's how you get velocity and keeping left arm tight, hip coming through first, ball's trailing your hip. That's how you create torque right there. That is torque. And then combined with ground force, as you can see, his legs are in a very powerful position, right? And then the throw speaks for itself. A lot of pop, very hard throw to make, especially to the left. Let's watch it full speed one more time. So rhythm drop, aggressive 4-5, drive, shoot this ball out. That's a great job by Trevor Lawrence. Okay, so now he's going to be working some kind of drill here. We're going to talk about one mechanical flaw that I see in one of these throws, and I'm sure this is probably one of the very few mechanical flaws that he has. So let's watch this full speed. So working some drills for the quarterback camp. Now you see how he finishes on this thing, right? He's throwing to the target, and he misses this target, right? So we're going to talk about the bad throws too. So when he gets set here, you can see when he's set to throw, I want to talk about his posture. Okay, you want a vertical posture from your waist up, right? He's kind of at this tilt. Now, what that does is when you're at this tilt, your arm can kind of come outside of your frame a little bit, right? When we're at a vertical posture, that's when we could rotate right around this throw, right? So now, he's sitting pretty low in his base, but what he does with this front leg is he extends up, right? So he extends up on that front leg. Now, when we extend here, you could see in the last clip, remember on the finish of the throw, he was in a very glute-dominant position. He was sitting his butt down. He had a slight bend on this knee, right? Now he's extended. Now, your body, they call it a midline that goes down the middle of your body right here, right? So whatever your left side does, the right side's going to do something pretty close to it, right? So if his left side, you see that left foot, he's off balance, he extends, his left foot's going this way, that means this ball is going to stay outside of his frame because the midline's split, right? So that means he's going to get a nice wide release. Anytime you guys are throwing to the left and you tend to miss inside, it's a little bit of a weaker throw, look at your left foot. Is your left foot stepping too wide from the target? Are you trying to throw over the middle? Because what's happening is his hips want to go this way. His hips want to go here because he's stepping and he's not balanced with that front leg, so his hips are over-rotating. And the ball's staying inside, and that's making him inaccurate, missing this throw. We just got to make sure when we strike the ground, guys, that we have a nice slight bend in that front leg here. Slight bend. If he were to stay like this and not extend, it would have been an accurate throw because then his hips could go straight at the target, his follow-through could go straight over that front foot, and we'd be good. But because he extends, all of the ground force that he produced shoots up. And don't get me wrong, there's still a lot of velocity on the throw because he's got naturally strong hips, strong core, and he's 6'6", right? But when you slide out of there, that's what deals with that accuracy. Trying to keep a nice balanced bend on that front leg. Let's watch it full speed one more time. That's just one mechanical flaw that I could see. I know I normally don't do that, but you guys have requested me to talk about some of the things that guys do wrong, and that's what I'm doing right here. So, again, got to keep a nice balanced base. And it all starts with the posture. If you have good, tall posture, sit your butt down, we're going to be balanced, okay? It's just about not extending on that front leg. So now he's going to be working a drill. He's going to be working a smash concept, but throwing on the run. Let's watch it full speed here. So coming out. Now we're going to talk about some mechanics of throwing on the run, okay? So he's working a smash concept here. So what the drill is this guy's acting as a corner. He's either coming down on the hitch, and we got to throw this corner route, okay? It's a smash concept, all right? We're trying to read that corner. Now, when we're coming out and our eyes are to this hitch route right here, right? And we got to throw this corner. What's the mechanics of that? And it all starts with your right foot, because your right foot is essentially getting your hips to the target, okay? So you can see here, when he steps to make this throw, his belly button is attacking this target right here. He's attacking the hitch, but we want to get our hips turned to the target, so we got to step in the direction of where we want to throw this thing with our right foot. And that's exactly what he did right here. He steps in the direction of where he's going to throw, and now what that does is you can see his hips. His hips are going this way, but when he steps with that right foot, it turns his hips to this target, to this corner here, and now when he steps in the ground, he gets his shoulders going back. That's how you create torque. Shoulders go back as your right foot comes in the ground. If you're a right-handed quarterback, it'd be the opposite if you were a lefty, and now he's able to rotate right through and have a lot of velocity while he's on the run. It's all about that right foot. That right foot's like your left foot when you're throwing normally from the pocket or just playing catch. On the run, it's opposite. Your right foot steps in the direction you want it to go, and you see the accuracy on this throw. That's a great job by Trevor Lawrence. Let's watch it full speed one more time. Step in the direction that we want to go with our throwing side foot when we're on the run. All right, guys, I really want to thank you for watching. I really appreciate it, guys. Please leave in the comments anybody you'd like to see me break down, quarterback, receiver, and please leave in the comments any questions you guys might have. I will make sure to get back to you, and I'll see you guys next time.